Well, a home is severely damaged, a woman brutally beaten, and a man behind bars tonight. Police in Mahanoy City say Joseph Yike is a suspect in several crimes yesterday. Matthew Pachilla joins me live in the studio to tell us that he's had brushes with the law before.
That's right, Kathy. Earlier this year, police charged Yike with 4 felonies. Neighbors say they knew he was trouble, and they tell News 13 they're frustrated police didn't act sooner. Yellow police tape still wraps around this Mahanoy City home at 1031 East Pine Street after a fire ripped through it. Police are calling it a case of arson and Joseph Yike a suspect. They took him into custody last night, but they're not saying if it's because he committed the arson or because of an earlier incident. Police say an alleged domestic dispute happened just before the fire, though it's not known if Yike is behind bars for the dispute or the arson.
Upset, very upset. My heart's still racing because of when you look at it.
Police didn't know how many people lived in the home, but this witness says a dog rescued a woman from the fire.
I seen the dog drag her out of the house over to this house, and the dog saved her life. I was wondering if any kids were in the house.
The house did not have children in it at the time of the fire, but the home next to it did.
My son's up in the shower, getting ready for school. The other one, sitting in the living room and yelling them to get out of the house. They were certainly scared.
Firefighters were quick to the scene and put the flames out in 20 minutes.
Just a shame that it has to happen during the holidays, and I don't know, it just seems like the world is getting worse instead of better.
Police wouldn't talk to News 13 on camera, but they are familiar with Yike. Last January, he injured 2 Mahanoy City officers while high on bath salts, adding to his record 3 felony counts of aggravated assault and 1 felony count of disarming a law enforcement officer. Now neighbors say they want answers from police.
I'm wondering why the police didn't do anything before that. They've been called for the past month that there's stuff going on there, illegal activity and everything else, and the poor woman got beat up and they didn't do nothing.
Well, police are now investigating the alleged assault prior to the blaze, but they won't say whether the assault and fire are connected. So, Kathy, there are lots of questions that still need to be answered.
Absolutely. Nonetheless, it was a frightening situation.
It was.
Thanks a lot, Matt.